Hey guys, Greg is Fun here, and we are about to get into my first box of Disney Lorcana's newest set, Whispers in the Well. I did open up a trove already after going to a sealed event at my LGS, my FLGS, because they are indeed friendly. And I just finally got my hands on a box, and we're going to rip in. We're going to see what fire lies inside. I'm so excited about this. And you know how we do this. We're gonna go in. We're gonna take a look. We're gonna just look at the artwork. We're breathe it all in, take it all in. We're gonna hope that we get some fire, but along the way we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have a great journey. And again, this is my first box. But the other side of that statement, first box of a case. So we're gonna get in. We're gonna go through it, and we are going to just hope for the best. We're going to hope for the best. I know that there's a lot of people who have not had great success, but we're hoping that we're not one of those people. Okay, let's see what we've got in the first pack. Whew. All right, so we're going to slow roll a little bit just to kind of take in the new artwork, see what's amazing, see what is just jumping out at us, and we'll start right off with a Begone. Now I'm going to try, since I always reveal what's behind, I'm going to try to hold the cards a little bit differently this time and see if that helps me. Okay, so we have Begone. Interesting artwork here. We see Merlin is working a spell on that right there looks like it's a whisper. That looks like that's what's going on there. But return chosen character, item, or location will cost 3 or less to the player's hand. Okay, interesting. Could be good. Okay, we have a Rapunzel. See if we can build up to that legendary Rapunzel that everyone's been talking about. Okay. Interesting artwork. Looks like she's tying up the Stabbington brothers over here. Okay. And it looks like it's got to be just like some highlight in the background of whatever. These look like they're glowing bioluminescent mushrooms or something, but just at first glance, it looks as though there's like a face there, but I think that that's just me being silly. Anyways, let's move on. We got a Shere Khan. Very good. Very good. A lot of buzz about Shere Khan. Here we have Munchings and Crunchings. I just watched a little bit of Black Cauldron first time. Got Gurgies. He's a hoot. Reminds me, every time I try to do a Stitch voice, I can never do a Stitch voice properly. Either between Stitch and Donald Duck, I kind of do this voice that sounds remarkably like Gurgi. So, all right. Vladimir collecting those ceramic unicorns. Minnie Mouse, the Ghost Hunter. We got the Great Illuminary. All right. Actually, I just want to go back to this this Minnie Mouse Ghost Hunter. I think that this is actually a pretty nice one. It really captures, like, with the face, the emotion that she's showing there. You know, the like spooky, like misty background. I think that this is really, like, it nails it. I think it nailed it. The Great Luminary, you know, it's made up for Lorcana, so I don't really have much in terms much to compare it to, but it looks nice. Time to go. Gaston pulling LeFou away. Okay. David Xanatos. A lot of good buzz about him. Ooh, Megara with a Whisper. So I don't have a foil Whisper yet, and I'm hoping that I get one in the next couple of packs, because what I've seen online, the foiling is amazing, and I want to see that again. But I want to see that in person so I can, like, really drink it up. But Meg, I want to say that this is one that's what's been talked about a good deal as well. So while there's a card under this character, she gets +1 lore and gains whenever this character is challenged. Each opponent chooses and discards the card. Okay. All right. So I don't really know how I feel about that, because it's like Mirthfolk, but a bigger body, bigger attack. bigger cost. So I don't know. Ooh, Fairy Godmother. Oh my goodness. This Fairy Godmother absolutely destroyed me at my sealed event. And on the end for our first foil, we have Can't Hold It Back Anymore. Very nice. Love to see this. This is one that's been talked about a good deal as well. Nice removal spell. Exert chosen opposing character. Remove all damage counters from all other characters to that character. I mean, it is a bit overkill, and it can at times set back your board state, because if you're really wanting there to be damage so that you can manipulate it, this is like, yeah, it can trip you up. But it's lovely to see it in a foil, and let's just see if we can see some of the highlights of it in the foil. I mean, you can see all the glowing parts from her spell, and then I'm not sure what we would call the design on the ground. Power circle, I guess, but that's nice. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. Moving on to our next pack. We don't want this to be an hour and a half. We want this to be a nice, efficient one. But again, I wanted to just slow roll a little bit for the first couple of packs, and then we'll get into some more. I mean, Cauldronborn. Those boys are thick. Daisy Duck. Brom Bones, the Burly Bully. Shanti. Look at those eyes. Look at those eyes, those expressive, gigantic eyes. Holy smokes. And like, since the rest of the image is largely, or for her, she's almost silhouetted. It's like a partial silhouette. They just like bear into you. Great card for a singer deck, a song deck. Big nose. Francine also has a big nose. Or rewrite history. Ooh, sudden scare. This one kind of feels like it's kind of like the budget spooky site. So this one, you put chosen opposing character into the player's inkwell face down, and that player puts the top card of their deck in the inkwell face down. So it's a 2 cards that go in the inkwell, but also, I mean, I don't know, you're insulated from it, but you give them a tremendous amount of ramp, but you can also take away key cards and key components. It's an interesting one. I do really love the art style. I mean, I'm a little bit thrown because you have Mickey and Goofy appear to be in the old art style where we saw these ghosts. Donald seems to be a little bit of a modern art style in terms of his, like, you can see his eyes, his pupils are see if we can really get a good. Unfortunately, I think that's the best we're gonna get. But yeah, I think that it's mixing generations, but I could be wrong. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. I do love the artwork. I love the old timey aesthetic of at least Mickey and Goofy. But anyways, this one right here is going to be a meta breaker. Love that. Castle Wyvern. Dual location pack. All right. And then a Basil on the end. Okay. All right. I think we've slow rolled enough. I think we can go a little bit quicker moving forward. We got some fire to pull, guys. Let's not beat around the bush. We gotta get some fire going. All right. So let's see. So what are we looking for? What are we hoping for? I am hoping for. I did get a Demona at my pre-release event. Mother Gothel's really nice. Mrs. Beakley. I did get a Demona. I would love to get another Demona. Certainly, you know, would love to get the playset. The Hades is really good, really powerful. Okay, Judy Hopps, the lead detective. I don't know if this is the one that also has an enchanted. Oh, sweet, sweet Christmas. Look at that. We got a Webby Vanderquack legendary, and oh, follow that up by an epic. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, we got the fire. We got the fire. A legendary and an epic in pack number 3. That's kicking us off nicely. That's kicking us off nicely. Webby is really, really talked about as being a good meta card. So just to go over her real quick, she's a shift 2 ward. Whenever this character quests, if an opponent has more cards in their inkwell than you, you may put the top card of your deck into your inkwell face down and exerted. Why is this important? Well, with Sapphire being thought of as being so strong with all of their tools that they have, and Sapphire being known for ramping, that's like, well, how do we keep up? I really think that Emerald is going to be a meta equalizer. I can't say a meta breaker or a meta setter, but Blurple being what it is, Baja Blast being what it is, anything that mixes well with Sapphire, I think that having Webby is going to be so important. So I guess I would just say, whenever you are thinking about what your local meta is, your local, what people are playing, your local meta. Thanks, Greg. Just consider that. All right, we're having some trouble. Come on, camera. You can do it. Come on. We got to get moving. We got a lot of packs to open. All right. I think that's what we're going to need to do. I think I might need to move. I'll save the fire, but leave him down on the ground. Hopefully that'll help. There we go. That'll help the camera. Rama, Flash, Baloo, Inspector, Takuza, Lexington, Pluto, Ka. I was watching an opening. Someone was going through and reading out the names of the cards that they were pulling, and they said Ka. And I'm from the greater Boston area, so I thought that they were talking about a car. It took me half a second to realize, oh no, we're talking about the snake. Fun stuff. All right, Minnie Mouse Amethyst Champion, followed by Pluto Steel Champion. Love to see those champions. And then Munchings and Crunchings. Moving on. What are you guys excited about with this set? I think that just the gameplay is more exciting. Like in Fabled, I was really excited about some of the art, particularly for some of the enchanteds. I didn't get my hands on them, but I still think that the aerial enchanted is probably my favorite enchanted from the entirety of Lorcana. Fergus McDuck, Hermes, but yeah, didn't get her, unfortunately. Maybe I'll pick her up someday. We'll see. Nice. Webby is important because she's a shift target for the bigger Webby there. Nib, Zootopia. Yeah, so what am I looking for? I'm looking for Hades. Ooh. Okay, making sure I didn't accidentally pull a first card off, but okay, so we're starting off with a super rare. Let's go ahead and see. We got another super rare, Potion of Malice behind that, and behind that we have a recovered page. I do really dig. It took me a while to warm up to it, but I do really dig the concept of the Whispers. They are basically lore pages that, through whatever process or whatever circumstance, they seem to be incomplete. They seem to be in need of repair. So I think that's kind of like the mechanic of Boost. It brings them to completion, and you can really see them and see their power. I like that, but I dig the art style that goes with it. There's definitely a very dark, overarching theme and thread throughout all of this. I mean, obviously there are some light spots and stuff. Gwythe ain't very good. Goldie, Guilt, Hans. Ooh, there we go. Oh yeah. I know you guys are probably like, Greg, why are you getting excited about a rare foil? I think that these Whisper foils look outstanding. I mean, you get the normal, like, all of this shiny bit down here with him being the ephemeral archer. You get that, but also the crackling type effect here makes it makes it seem as though this is like a crumpled piece of paper that's kind of been flattened out, so you feel like you have texture. I think that is spectacular. Whenever this character quests, if there's a card under him, deal 1 damage up to 2 chosen characters. That's pretty darn good. That's pretty darn good. And you're gonna be questing with him some, I think. I think that is exceptional. I might even put that. You know, I'll put that in with the hits. I'm not going to sleeve it up, but I think the Whisper foils are worthy of note. All right, so we're a little light on the fire thus far, even though we're going to count that Robin Hood. So I think we're due. Lovely Elsa, Li Shang, Raksha, Higgins. Yeah, we're gonna cruise a little bit here. Really looking forward to seeing how I'm going to be able to update my decks. Okay, so we got an Aladdin Whisper. We got an Ichabod Crane. I rewatched The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Bing Crosby as the narrator. Like, I did not remember that at all. Maybe I just was not paying attention as a kid, but I thought that was really cool. Moving right along. Yeah, I gotta update my decks. And hopefully I'll get some play sets of some of the powerful cards. I do have 1 Demona, so just need 3 more, and then of course I need all 4 Hades. So, you know, we'll get to that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Glauhauser, he hurled his Thunderbolt. Oh, happy to have another one of those. Very, very powerful card. Scuttle, got a Bellwether. Goofy, our Emerald Champion. Does anyone have the promo for this? I believe that was from Gen Con. And a Horned King, shift 2. Whenever one of your other characters is banished in a challenge, you may return that card to your hand, then choose and discard a card. Thematic, I like it. Followed by another Horned King. All right. Okay, again, we're a third of the way through the box. We've got 1 legendary, we got 1 epic, and then 1 foil Whisper. Let's see what else we can get. Saw someone pulled a discard. Zebex pulled the discard, and I was like, wow, that I am jealous of. And I believe it was in the commons. So it's cool to see. I had never seen someone actually pull a discard before, not that I was aware of. Creeper. I mean, for lore, I think that's pretty strong. Sebastian, pretty strong too, I think. And then a Nick Wilde for our foil. But yeah, it was interesting to see. I was figuring that the discards would only come like toward the end of the pack, like in the rare slots, but no, they can happen at any time. I would love to get one at some point. But, you know, they're rare. They are rare, so we gotta just hope for the best moving forward. Mushu, Anna, Bronx, but at the same time, it's like it's replacing a card, you know? Ka, Headless Horseman. Might be my first Headless Horseman. 4/4 Bodyguard, I like that. Bagheera, Duckworth, I love this card for limited. Mulan, Mare Winddancer. Ooh, yes! Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get you sleeved up because you are ready and looking for a deal. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's get him in there and take a good look. Looking for a deal. When you play this character, you may choose an opposing character. If you do, draw 2 cards unless that character's player puts that card on the bottom of their deck. So you either disrupt their board state or you increase your hand, which I think is really good. And I think it's a good price point at 5 lore. I think that is an outstanding card. Definitely going to be adding him and hopefully getting a play set of him. Put him into my Blurple deck. ASAP. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. We got a little over half the pack left, or half the box. Swooping Strike. We got Promising Lead. We got a Brooklyn Raja. Love this card too. Vladimir. And Vladimir collects ceramic unicorns. Ooh, I hadn't seen this one yet. I do love the Ghost Hunters. I really, really love the Ghost Hunters. Gaston Whisper. Ichabod Crane. He's pretty insane. When this character is banished, you may put this card in your inkwell face down and exerted. 0-2 quests for 2, costs 2. So you're just like, yeah, this is just getting me some ink, but also get some lore for my trouble. I love it. Inscrutable Map. We got the Bitterwood. Follow that up by a Kristoff Whisper. Whenever this character quests, if there's a card under him, put the top card of your deck into your inkwell face down and exerted. Someone Stop Sapphire. Follow that up with a Stompin' Mad Iago. Yeah. Ooh, so much ramp. So much ramp, guys. Let's keep going. Let's get dangerous. All right. Demona would like to see your big sister. And when a ghostly tale... Gurgle. In his reflection, he could see the future. Moments from now, they'd be less hungry. Flotsam, the twins, David Xanatos, Judy Hops, we got Emily Quackfaster. Baloo, this guy was so annoying at our sealed event. Ooh, a goofy galloping gumshoe. Okay. Little Detective Floodborn. Let's see. When you play this character and when he quests, each opposing character gets -1 attack until the next start of your next turn. That's pretty good. And getting it on a turn 5, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And he's got a good body. Yeah, that's a pretty good card. That's a pretty good card. Thinking about. So generally speaking, I think that when you have like an Amber Steel deck and you're trying to ramp and go through, you're trying to get everything done by 4 lore, and he would be 5 at the least. Calderborn, Genie, or not 4 lore, 4 ink. Munchings and crunchings. So be it. Merlin, games afoot. Yeah, so that goofy. I like him, but I also am like, he's very expensive for what you generally want to do. Baloo, the Horned King, follow that up by the Flash. All right. Let's keep it going. All right. We got 2 legendaries thus far. What else do we have? This feels like a good pack. Let's see what we've got. Violet Saberwing. We got a Cricky. Rama. Mrs. Beakley. Finnick. Hudson. Katrina Van Tassel. Scrooge McDuck. We got Flynn Rider as a Whisper. We've got the Sword of Hercules. And this is an interesting one. When you play this character, banish chosen opposing deity character. Okay, cool. Let's get rid of Hades. But also, during your turn, whenever one of your characters banishes another character in a challenge, gain 1 lore. Okay, so everyone's Calhoun now? Cool. Luminary Tunnels, follow that up by a super rare foil Horned King. Very nice. Arise. Okay, so when one of your other characters gets banished, he goes to your hand and then you discard a card. Cool. All right, guys. Feels a little scant, this box thus far. We just gotta have a backloaded set. Okay, Begone, Fergus, Mother Gothel, Della's Moon Lullaby, Big Nose, Putting It All Together, Performance Review. I think that's a great card. I think that just the theming is awesome. So exert chosen ready character of yours to draw cards equal to that character's lore. I think that's a pretty useful and powerful card. if it was an item, I think it would be absolutely cracked. But as an action, I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Recovered page. We got a rare Diablo, followed by a super rare Scar, and then Francine to round us out. This pack right here. This pack right here is the good one, guys. This is the good one. Been seeing so many people pulling multiple enchanted from a box, enchanted and an iconic. I had to hop off of those Discord channels and all the social media because it was just like, I have everything. You have nothing, Greg. I'm like, oh. So I'm trying to keep my expectations tempered and just looking for playable cards. That's, I think, the way to go. Ooh, a spooky sight. Very nice. This one has so much crazy potential. So much crazy potential. And then again, you can see we got Donald's eyes with the like the blue, the whites of his eyes are blue. Mickey just has the black circles. It's interesting. Oh, excuse me. All right. We got an aerial ethereal voice followed by a games afoot. The games afoot. All right. Last third of our box. Last 8 packs. Let's get cracking. So yeah, we're hoping for some more playable cards, some more real bangers. Let's see what we got. Magica Dispel, Daisy Duck, Hermes, Chomp, but I'm much faster. Olaf, Helping Hand, followed up by Beast, the Aggressive Lord. We got Or Rewrite History, Ursula. Ooh, this is a good one. That is a good one. Basically, 6 cost for a 4/5 evasive that quests for 3. Very good. Oh, okay. Okay. We did have the backloaded deck, or the backloaded box. There we go. The Black Cauldron. I don't know. I think I need to see some other people play around with this and really figure out how to make it work well. I think it's not one that I'm going to figure out on my own. I think that other people who are wizards at deck building are going to have to try that one out. I mean, I'm happy to have it. I love the lore of it, the way it fits into the grand Disney mythos, but I don't really love the effect, so I'll just read it real quick. The Cauldron calls, you exert it and pay 1. Put a character card from your discard under this item face up. And then the second action is Rise and Join Me. So exert it and pay 1. This turn, you may play characters from under this... excuse me, you play... Sorry. You may play the characters from under this item. This turn, you may play... Okay. So basically, instead of them being gone for good, you can resurrect cards. I mean, I love it thematically, but mechanically and yeah, mechanically, I guess, for lack of a better way of saying it, I don't really get it. Penumbra, followed by an ingenious device, followed by a launch pad. It kind of messes with me a little bit to think about Launchpad because he's definitely from DuckTales, but he's also from Darkwing Duck. And I watched a lot of both as a kid, but I think Darkwing was my favorite, so I generally associate Launchpad with Darkwing Duck more than DuckTales. Webby, Chef Louis, in over his head. Wow, okay. That's big boy. Really good stats. I mean, expensive, of course, but... Oh, okay. We've got Flintheart Glomgold. While you have a character or location with a card under them, this character gains Ward. Also, really, really amazing. Eliza. We got a Simba Whisper. Follow that up with a Ka foil. I think that this one has a lot of potential too. He's really, really expensive, but I mean, whenever you put a card under this character, you may reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a character card, you may play that character for free and it enters play exerted. Otherwise, put it on the bottom of your deck. That's potentially very powerful. Particularly the more cards we get that allow you to put cards underneath instead of just paying the boost cost. Because I believe that boost costs, it's once during your turn you can do the boost mechanic. But there are other cards like the gosh, I can't remember the guy, but I think he's amazing and sealed. But when he gets banished, you put a card under a character with boost. A nice Zeus. We've got a Pluto. Blessed Bagpipes. We got the Sultan. Scrooge McDuck. And, oh, okay. Okay. Oh. Ooh, that texture adds a nice other element there. It's distinct from the Whisper foil. I think they each bring their own thing to the table. I like that. I think, you know, this one has its own texture kind of baked in just based on the way the foiling is. This one just has raised texture. That's nice. That's nice. Let's get you sleeved up. Let's get you sleeved up. All right. There we go. There we go. All right. We got a few more packs to get the real fire. We want something that'll go in this. We want something that'll go in that, but you know, this has turned out to be a pretty okay box. 2 epics, 3 legendaries, and that Whisper foil. That's not bad. We still got 4 packs left. There's potential for even more. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. We got a Swooping Strike. We got a Detective Badge. And we got Raksha. That's what we've got. There's Gurgle. Oh, Gurgle. Launchpad. Clawhauser. The Great Illuminary Lexington. We got Scuttle. We got Trust in Me. Ka trips me out a little bit because like his voice is so close to Winnie the Pooh. Oop. Got a Lady Tremaine super rare. We like to see that. Whenever this character quests, you've got if you've put a card under her this turn, you may play an action with cost 5 or less from your discard for free. Then put that action card on the bottom of your deck instead of your discard. I guess you would want her if you don't have Maui Shark. I don't know. Someone talk me down from that particular ledge. I don't know if she would be playable. Particularly if you have access to Maui Shark. Mushu Mickey, Dragonfire, Raja, so be it. Headless Horseman, Sleepy Hollow. I think that's my first Sleepy Hollow. We got Terran. We got Iago, who's stomping mad. First rare is a Coldstone. Second rare is a Chief Bogo. And then on the end, we've got a Cauldron-born foil. All right, 2 packs left. Is there more fire? I feel like we got more fire coming up. I feel like we got more fire. I would love it if we could just end on a banger. End on a banger, shall we? Lena Saberwing. Promising Lead, Bronx, Headless Manhorse, Jetsam, Nick Wild, Goliath, Webby's Diary, Malicious Mean and Scary, My looks could cut a dairy. All right. Scrooge McDuck, followed by a Magica Dispel, followed by a Rama. Nice double super rare pack. All right, let's hit it home. Let's hit it home. We got Gaston. You got the power, Gaston. You know how it goes. Every guy here'd love to be you, Gaston, even when taking your lumps. A Violet Saberwing, followed by Rapunzel. I have not gotten far enough in DuckTales to know who Violet Saberwing is. However, if there's Lena Saberwing and that's Violet Saberwing, I assume that they are sisters. Mandela Duck, Ka, Minnie Mouse, a Black Heron, an Ink Runner, Bellwether. First rare is a super rare Headless Horseman, and we know that if it starts with a super rare, the next one is super rare or better. Let's see if we end on a banger. It is a Prince Charming Legendary, ladies and gentlemen, and on the end we have a foil Whisper. All right, that's how you end, guys. That's how you end. I'm gonna put Prince Charming down for just a second. I just want to look at this. Okay, so this even has a different foiling pattern than does the Robin Hood. Again, we're getting it almost like it's a wrinkled card or wrinkled piece of paper that's been, crumpled up a little bit. And I mean, it really fits in with the aesthetic of the border here. Like it is a torn page. I love it, love it, love it. And Prince Charming is absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Okay. At points there, I was like, not a great box, but I think it redeemed itself. I think it redeemed itself. Look at this. Look at what we got. Go ahead and put you two together, show you off at first. We got the two Whisper foils, which I think are worthy of being considered hits, just with how absolutely incredible they look. So we got those two. We got Prince Charming. We've got the Black Cauldron. We've got Hades. And down here on the end, we've got the Webby Vanderquack, which is a very, very good card in and of herself. But Hades is, of course, just bonkers good. So 4 legendaries, 2 epics, and 2 Whisper foils. That, my friends, is a good box, and I hope that you guys think so too, and I hope that you will see me again next time when we go in for box number 2 from this case. But for today, I just want to say hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.